This machine is the perfect example of how the EU single market works.
Designed in Italy, electronics made in France and Poland, and the whole thing assembled in Romania.
And yet you can buy it anywhere in the EU without worrying about extra taxes or different standards.
And the same goes for services. Although I have a Belgian music streaming account, I can still use it when I cross into the Netherlands, thanks to the EU's data portability rules. It's one of those things we now take for granted, but the single market, also known as the internal market, is one of the EU's greatest achievements. And its origins can be traced back to a French blackcurrant liquor, Cassis de Dijon, that a German importer was blocked from selling because its alcohol level was lower than what Germany required liquors to have. Until 1979, when the European Court of Justice ruled if a product was legally produced and sold in one member state, it could also be sold in the rest, thereby kicking the door open for the development of the single market. Now, anecdotes aside, today the single market allows people, goods, services and money to move freely across all 27 EU member states, plus Norway, Iceland, Liechtenstein and Switzerland. This means a market of nearly 450 million consumers, the largest of its kind in the world, offering more choice, lower prices and higher standards. It also gives the EU a strong position in international trade negotiations, as well as the ability to set global standards and promote EU values. Just recently, the EU and India concluded the largest free trade agreement ever agreed by either side, creating a free trade zone of 2 billion people, that is a quarter of the world's population, and new opportunities for European businesses. The single market is Europe's economic superpower, but it's far from complete and challenges remain. For example, making it easier to invest across borders, supporting the energy and digital transitions, further integrating Europe's transport and defense sectors, or preventing supply chain shortages. Take microchips, for example, a key sector for the production of everything from smartphones to washing machines, cars, pacemakers, even credit cards. Europe relies heavily on imports because we don't produce enough of them ourselves. So to stay competitive globally, the EU needs to deepen the single market.
We need to deepen and complete our single market. This year, 2026, it will be the year of competitiveness of the European economy.
Unlocking the full potential of the single market means bringing down the remaining barriers that still hamper its development.
For example, different packaging legislations, different weight and dimension rules in freight transport, or too much paperwork for posting of workers in another EU country. In the current geopolitical context, a stronger single market is no longer optional. It is essential to Europe's economic strength, strategic autonomy and capacity to act.